Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Advice to Think Twice. My name is Monica and I'm here with your weekly advice readings. Because of some technical difficulties, I've actually had to redo the weeklies. And so I just decided to start from the 25th and cover the time frame between the 25th of January until the 5th of February 2017. So this is the time frame for these particular readings. And I also wanted to do something extra. So we're going to do the usual format, if you will, for the weeklies. But I'm also going to incorporate additional messages that I plan to deliver in a bit of a psychic reading, if you will, just to see what additional messages we get, to see what you think of this little extra little something for the weekly reading. So that's what we're doing. Remember to watch your moon and rising sign readings as well for additional messages, additional insight. And thank you in advance for being here, for subscribing, for liking, sharing my videos, for commenting, following me on the socials. It does mean a lot. I do appreciate it. Okay, so let's get into the readings. I hope everyone has a really great time ahead and that you enjoy your readings. Take care. Hi Cancer, and welcome to your reading for the time frame between January 25th till February 5th, 2017. Welcome, and the deck that I'm using, just to let you know, is the Green Witch Tarot deck, and I've linked my review in the description box below if you're interested. And we're just going to jump right in. Thank you for joining me, and let's see what is coming up for you during this time frame. I would definitely say watch your moon and rising sign readings, because I've had these cards come up before, and some of them in the exact position that they showed up in for you. So, Cancer, your current situation or your main focus. We have the Eight of Pentacles. So for some of you, this is a strong focus on your finances, increasing your finances or stabilizing your finances, adding to your finances. This is study for others of you going back to university or taking on a class or training. Developing your skills, polishing your skills for those of you. For others, this is starting a new job is what is coming across as. Taking on a new responsibility also comes up here. Maybe something you do need additional training for. This is something that you can absolutely do. And if you take the time and invest in this opportunity, do it properly, not skip steps or cut corners. This will be something that brings you stability and abundance for a long time to come. For others, this is working on yourselves is what it comes across as. So maybe working on your physical body, maybe working out, or paying attention to your diet, studying about nutrition, studying nutrition, that sort of thing. Making changes there is what the Eight of Pentacles talks about. Very strong focus on work though, very strong focus on finances. And health, so again the physical body comes up with this Eight of Pentacles. Your main opportunity, we have the Green Man or the Fool, and this card has come up in this position I think 3 different times by now. So the Fool is your main opportunity, is talking about new beginnings, talking about either diving into something wholeheartedly, throwing everything you have at it, like changing your career or starting a business, or changing your lifestyle, going vegan, quitting smoking, quitting drinking, starting to exercise, starting to practice yoga, starting to practice meditation, doing something you've never done before, but you feel drawn to do it now. And you have the opportunity to do that, and it will actually create new energies, very positive opportunities for you moving forward. For those of you, your main opportunity is either to start a relationship, and it could also come up as leaving a relationship. Although it feels more like working on it, and the sense of freedom that comes from resolving a difficult issue feels more like this than actually leaving a relationship. So again, just don't be foolish. Contemplate things, think things through, have the conversations you need to have. Don't just give up on something. Okay, it's coming up here. The Fool card can also represent changing how you earn money. So either, you change the company you work for, you change your job, you change your career altogether, or you're starting to work from home now, or you used to be working from home and now you're starting to go and work at a company or something like that comes up with the green man. For those of you, this is working hard to keep something up, okay? So if you've made any recent changes, or as the year started, any of those New Year resolutions, particularly to do with how you make your money or your health situation, the green man talks about really diving in and investing everything you have, staying focused, and just embracing that path wholeheartedly, no hesitation, not holding back anymore. For those of you, the green man talks about changing where you live. And this is good news, is what it's coming across as. For those of you who've been working really hard on something, this is good news. It's happening, it's coming through. You're free of that situation, or you're free of that difficulty. You have the new beginning you've been working so hard on manifesting. Your main challenge is the Knight of Athames, or the Knight of Swords. So with the Knight of Swords is your main challenge. This could be an actual person, an air sign energy, so Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising signs. It shows up as your main challenge because this person may not be happy with what you're doing, or may have trouble supporting you in your new beginning. For those of you, this is someone trying to get you to do things their way. And so that's creating some tension and some conflict. For those of you, the challenge is the change itself. So following through is what the challenge is. It may be, a long trip. It may be a big change. And the challenge is that just see it through, okay? Just focus on what you're trying to accomplish and just keep going until you get to your finish line. For those of you, the Knight of Athames comes up as a challenge in terms of do not be stubborn, do not be impulsive or rash with the Knight of Athames. And also kind of don't go to extremes. Take things, one step at a time. Don't rush ahead. Don't lose your head with what is going on here, with all the beautiful changes that are happening and the good news that comes to you. Don't try to rush ahead, okay? Don't try to skip steps. Be wise, down to earth. Work well with other people, or try to get along with other people here. Comes up for some of you. And for others, the challenge is that you're going to be away from home for a while, or you're going to be traveling more with this new opportunity, with this new beginning, with this new way of being. And if that's the case, just communicate, okay? Communicate so that everyone knows how you're feeling, what you're thinking about the situation, so that they can get on board with what you're doing. Your advice is the King of Cups, or the King of Chalices. And the King of Chalices is a water sign energy, so Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. A father figure, a friend, a supporter, someone who's always there for you, someone who has good advice for you, someone who always protects you. And if you have this kind of person in your life, your advice is to ask them for support, ask them for help, ask them for guidance, even if it's just, for you to double check that you're seeing things correctly, or run ideas past them. For those of you, this is talking about peaceful relationships based in harmony, love, mutual support, and understanding. So whatever changes you're going through, approach them from this kind of energy with the King of Chalices. This is your energy as well. So be true to who you are, but also try to make any changes smooth and in an energy of calm and harmony. And I feel like that's going to prevent any conflict or any tension, anything flaring up as these new beginnings are happening for you. It's also a card that says, share your abundance, share your blessings, share your wealth. Have a celebration. Take some time to enjoy yourself, to celebrate your accomplishments. It doesn't have to be just focus, 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 and work, 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 or whatever this is for you. Friends and family are important here, so make time for them. It's also a card that talks about maturity, something maturing, something you've been working on. You have the opportunity to complete it and have a new beginning as a result of it. And so with the King of Chalices, it's definitely saying continue to study, continue to contemplate, continue to think ahead, keep your feet on the ground, don't lose your head here. Celebrate how far you've come, but keep thinking about the future. Don't settle, don't become complacent, don't be passive. It's also an energy that says, don't be controlling. This is a major arcana card with the Fool here. Things will happen the way they will. Things will happen the way they are meant to. And with the King of Chalices, don't try to control the outcome of a situation. Don't try to get other people to bend to your will, that sort of thing, to make them see your vision. If certain people don't get it, just let them be. You focus on you as opposed to creating that conflict or feeding that conflict. And in the outcome position, we have the Five of Athames, or the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is a card that is asking you to do what needs to be done and make your peace with it. Okay, don't be resentful. It's a number 5, so it talks about change. So certain things are going to change. It's just the way it's going to be. Okay, it's just the way it has to be. And you have to be confident that it is for your highest good. With the Five of Athames and the Knight of Athames here, there may be an air sign energy causing you problems or difficulties. The advice here is do not engage them. Same advice for the Knight of Swords as well as the Five of Swords. Don't engage this person. They will get caught up in this argument, forget what it's even about, but they're going to want to be right. They're going to want to have their say and have the last word. And it can turn very ugly. And it's supposed to be a very beautiful experience, so take it as such and focus on the abundance that it brings you, as opposed to just engaging people who cannot be supportive for whatever reason. The Five of Athames is also a card that in this particular deck talks about compromising. Don't get upset over things you can't control. Once again, make your peace, strategize, think ahead, do what needs to be done as you move through this transition phase. And with the Five of Athames, it's also a card that says, change is going to happen. It will be for the better. But you may need to swallow your pride at certain times through this transition, through this time frame. And I feel like specifically to do with an air sign energy. Just don't engage this person. Everything else is beautiful except from this air sign energy here. Creating conflict, creating drama, gossip. And for a lot of you, I feel like this is exactly what you're trying to get away from. So just focus on what matters to you, focus on what is important, and the people you love and the people who love and support you, and then just let this situation fall to the sideways. Okay, so let's look at what your psychic messages are. So we have the base chakra, the number 1 chakra, and this card comes from the Psychic Tarot for the Heart deck. And of course, the base chakra talks about your security. So a very strong focus on finance, what grounds you, what gives you stability, your survival instincts. Okay, so for some of you, this does talk about your ego flaring up at certain times, and it's important that you are mindful of that. Don't let it get out of control. I feel like someone's going to be pushing your buttons, definitely. Don't engage this person. You cannot win with this person, especially with the Five of Swords in your reading. For some of you, this is definitely talking about money coming in, so either getting a job after a long time of searching, or getting paid for the first time. For some of you, I feel like this is paying people back. You now afford to pay off your debts or start to. For others, this is repairs. It's coming across as making repairs on the home. Others of you are looking for a new place to live. For those of you who've been dealing with not feeling right, dealing with dizziness, vertigo, feeling faint, I feel like you're getting to the bottom of things during this time frame, either through some of you are talking to a professional, and for others of you, you're taking matters into your own hands. You're meditating more, working with crystals to ground yourself. Eating also comes up. I feel like if you have been feeling faint, for some of you, it's just because you have not been paying attention to your eating habits or not eating properly. For others of you, I feel like you're going to be taking some vitamins. For others of you, I feel like you're reading labels and looking at the nutrition, nutrients, values. For some of you, you're paying attention to your salt intake, which is good. Because I feel like they may have been messing with your blood pressure and making you feel faint. For others of you, I feel like you're buying a house just based on the plan. It's not been built yet. For those of you, you're moving. And if you're not buying the house, then you plan to be there for a long time. You plan to set down roots. For those of you that you are having talks of family, starting a family, or having another child. If you have one child, I feel like you're talking about, let's have another child. I'm seeing fire for some of you, maybe like a bonfire. Or a fireplace. Maybe making time to have some romance. If you have a fireplace in your home, I feel like you're firing it up, and if not, this is going to someplace like a resort, and they have a fireplace. Advancement comes up, so for some of you, it's definitely seeing progress with work. Either moving to the next level with your career, a promotion, receiving praise for good work, and opportunities presented to you because of that. Something is stabilizing. I feel like your financial situation, if it's been up and down. Your health. Again, blood pressure comes up. For some of you, you're paying attention to sugar. I feel like some of you find out that someone in the family has diabetes and you're getting tested yourself. Or you're talking to a doctor about what that means for you and what precautions you need to take. For some of you, this is trust. A relationship that is stabilizing because now you trust, or you feel confident in the relationship. Insecurities also comes up, so for some of you, I feel like you will be facing some insecurities that you have. awareness comes up. So for some of you, I feel like you are now becoming aware of certain things. I feel like for some of you, it's about yourselves. And for others of you, it's just talking about receiving news. But this news comes with clarity. So it's something you've been wondering about and now you understand. For some of you, it feels like a situation at work that you didn't figure out, or that was confidential, or that you felt something was going on and now you understand what it was. Something is being revealed. Ambition comes up for some of you. I feel like you're starting to build something. You're either looking into starting your own business, some of you, or you're looking at building, adding to the home, physically building something. Okay, so that's just a few messages here. I do hope the reading makes sense, and I hope that it helps you. I'm looking forward to your comments. Let me know how these messages make sense to you, if they do, how the cards apply to you if they do. Also what you think about adding psychic messages to readings, or maybe adding psychic readings to what I do on YouTube. I've been thinking of doing that, and I'm looking forward to your comments on that. And thank you for joining me. I hope that you have a wonderful time ahead, and I will talk to you soon. Take care.